Sports. We're going to go ahead and bring Game 15 of the 2011 Philadelphia Phillies as played replay. Phillies so far in this season have had a slow start. They're without one of their key contributors offensively, Chase Utley, and it's just been a bit of a rough go so far. They are 6-8, and they're going to be facing the Milwaukee Brewers. And if we go over here to... Oh, actually, this is the wrong view. Let's take a look at... Well, we'll start here with the stats for the Phillies. As you can see, they're hitting .222 as a team. They do have 11 homers so far, but all in all, they haven't been hitting particularly well. Their best averages are two bench players, Ross Glode and John Mayberry Jr., at least in this part of the season. So their pitching has been relatively good. All their three top starters, Oswalt, Halliday, and Lee, are all 3 or less ERA, but they just haven't had the run support. And Hamels at 3.20. Blanton, who we'll see today, is the only guy who is nursing an ERA above 5. So, and their bullpen has been pretty rough as well, outside of Romero, Contreras, Herndon, and Madsen. So, and I'd say 270 for Madsen and Contreras, both not great for relievers. So, one thing I do want to also bring up here would be the league stats, and so far the Yankees and Blue Jays looking good in the AL East, AL Centrals, and this is all taken care of by Stratomatic PC. In the Central, Kansas City and Chicago with a fairly good start. Texas 9-7 in the AL West, and then Oakland and the Angels at 500. NL East here, Philadelphia dead last right now, 6-8. Florida, by winning the previous game, gets to 500, and Atlanta starting off the season well with 11-6 as their record, playing a couple of extra games than the Phillies so far. This team we'll see today, Milwaukee, coming into Citizens Bank Park, starts off the season 9-6, so they're on their way with Ryan Braun and Prince Fielder leading up the offense, and a pretty good pitching staff. May not be stellar, but Gallardo and we'll see Sean Markham today, they can hold their own. And you can see Pittsburgh right behind them, half a game out. And then in the NL West, the Dodgers with a half a game back, the Giants. And I guess at this point I should also let's show Milwaukee's stats, because they are hitting .250 as a team, which is pretty good. Prince Fielder 385 through the early going, and George Kataris at 364 average, a backup catcher nonetheless to LaCroix, and Nyjer Morgan at 300, and Betancourt 288. So we'll see all these guys today, except Kataris. So, but anyway, this is not going to be super easy. The Phillies are going to have Blanton on the mound. You can't really expect a whole lot out of that, but he is 1-1. Markham so far has a 4.58 ERA, and he's 1-0. So we'll see if the Phillies can solve him in this one. So let's head to the park. All right, before we get started here, let's take a look at our starting lineups for the Brewers. It's going to be Ricky Weeks at second base, going to lead off. Carlos Gomez in center will bat second. Ryan Braun in left will bat third. And the lefty power hitting Prince Fielder at first base. Casey McGee, third baseman. Yuniesky Betancourt at shortstop. Mark Kotsay in right. Jonathan LaCroix behind the plate, and Sean Markham will be the pitcher, and he'll face these Phillies. Shane Victorino will be in center field and lead off. Then Placido Polanco at third base, Jimmy Rollins at short, and Ryan Howard first base in the cleanup spot. Ben Francisco in right, Raul Ibanez in left, Carlos Ruiz, the catcher, second baseman Wilson Valdez, and Joe Blanton will be on the mound. That's who we're going to see. See first. So let's get going with the action here. So be Ricky Weeks to start. Blanton is rated 4, so that's not very great as far as the his pitching rating, so it may not help him. Markham is 11, so that probably a little better. Actually, definitely a little better. Okay, so Ricky Weeks leading off. 23 is going to be potential error. So I'm going to randomize. So I roll off of a random error chart just to make sure that it doesn't get centric on any one player. So 18, that's going to be the shortstop. It's Jimmy Rollins. He's a 9. 9 and 22 is going to be a 1, but I think that is an automatic error, and it is. So he'll reach on an error on Rollins. So Weeks already on base, and he can fly, but I don't think that designation allows him to steal until certain conditions are met. Okay, here we go with Carlos Gomez. That's a 15, which is going to be 11, so Blanton is 4. Let's see what Gomez's split is a 10. And fortunately for Blanton, that 11, when it's a 10 pitcher, when the split between the pitcher and the hitter, that becomes a fly ball to right field, and so Ben Francisco will make the play, and that's 1 out. So a little bit of a break there for Blanton. Now Ryan Braun. I need to check the situations as far as the F. Only with 2 outs, behind by a run, tied in the 7th inning or later. Okay, so Weeks is probably not going to run here. So it's going to be Ryan Braun. 46. That's a strikeout. So Blanton gets him to strike out. So now with 2 outs, it'll be Prince Fielder. And there's an 8. And Fielder that's going to be a single. So it will move. Let's see, pull, and he is pull right, so that's going to be right field, and that's going to allow Weeks to go to third base. So first and third with 2 outs. I'll bring up Casey McGee. Okay, first and third, 2 outs. 65 is going to be 35, and it's based on the infield rating. The infield rating for the Phillies is a 1. So that's going to be fielding 1, which is a foul fly out. Shortstop, Jimmy Rollins gets it, and they're going to get out of the inning. So that's a no runs with 1 hit, and they leave 2 on here. As I'm going to fix this, it's not a pop out, it's mark it as a foul out on the score sheet. And so no runs and a hit and 2 left. So let's move right into the Phillies half of the first inning. And it'll be Shane Victorino, the flying Hawaiian, leading off. It's 52, so Is Markham an X? No, he is not. So that's going to be a ground ball to third base. And McGay throws across, 1 out. Placido Polanco. That's going to be a walk. Draws the base on ball. This is kind of rare for Polanco. He's not one to let a lot of pitches go by without swinging. But here's Rollins now with Polanco at first. 16 is 28. Shortstop is Betancourt. He's an 8 rated, and so 8 and 55. At the shortstop is going to be fielding 3. Runner to second, out at first. So Polanco moves up. 6-3 put out of Rollins. Going to bring up Ryan Howard. Can he get Polanco home and take an early lead? Here we go. 23 is going to be a strikeout to end the inning. No runs, no hits, and they left 1. Let's move right into the second. Yuniesky, Betancourt. Gonna lead off the inning. 26. That's a grounder to first base. Howard takes it to the bag himself. One out. Mark Kotze. And he strikes out. 2 down. That's the second strikeout for Blanton. Kotze. How old is he in this year? Do they have his... Yeah. Born in 75. So, even 36, 35, going on 36. And here's Jonathan LaCroix. And he's going to draw a 2-out walk. So that's George. It's not Kataris. Why is Kataris in this? It's Sean Markham. So with 2 outs, pitcher at the plate, way out of the inning. 36 is going to be potential wild pitch. Blanton is a wild pitch 0, so all right, we go to the rare play chart with a runner at first. So let's we're going to randomize the rare plays. 36 is a 40. And then 65 on 40 is going to be 4. So center fielder is Victorino. He is a 3, so he is a very good outfielder. 42 on a 3 outfielder is going to be number 1. That's a fly out to center, and that's going to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. And Ben Francisco will be first in this half inning to face Markham. It's a fly ball out into right field. Kotze hauls it down, 1 down. Raul Ibanez, 51 is a 9. Markham, against Markham, he's 10. 9 and 10, that's a fly ball straight away center field, and Carlos Gomez shags the fly, and Carlos Ruiz, that's going to be a 2-out walk. Second walk issued by Markham. And now it'll be Wilson Valdez. Okay, is he a wild pitch 3? Markham? No, he is a wild pitch 2, so it's another check of the rare play chart. For the first for runner on first base. So we randomize it. It's 51, which is going to be 38. 62 and 38 Okay, that's 16. So 16 is the third baseman, Casey McGee. McGee is a 3-rated third baseman, so if it's 33 or above, it's going to probably be a hit. Well, there it is, 33. So that's a single to third. Batter takes second on wild throw, runner to third base. Fast scores. Ruiz is not fast, so that's an E5. And the runner to second. Or wait, my bad. I gotta reset the book here because it's a heavy book if you don't. So let's get this right. Single, and then second on the air. E5. Okay, well, it's going to bring up Joe Blanton, so barring him helping his cause somehow, this may be where it ends. So Blanton with 2 outs. 31 is 23. That's a possible air check. We'll randomize it. 35 is going to be 19, which is the third baseman. So is McGee going to be responsible for something else here? So he is a 3-rated third baseman, and it's 55. So let's see. What did we say it was? It was 19. First on air, runners score. Slow runner stops at second. Valdez is not slow. So that's going to be 2 runs across, as that's so a couple of errors in this inning on McGee. So a little bit of luck for the Phillies here, and it's going to keep the inning going. It's going to bring Victorino to the plate with Blanton at first. So a couple of unearned runs allowed by Markham. Okay, here comes Shane Victorino, 63. That'll be a fly ball to Gomez, and he has to range back a little bit, but makes the catch with 2 runs on a hit, 1 left, and 2 errors hamper the Brewers in that half inning. All right, so we've took a short pause here to switch things around and grab something to drink. Top of the third, 2-0 Phillies. 21 is going to be a strikeout. Third for Blanton. 1 away for Carlos Gomez. And he strikes out. It's 2 away for Ryan Braun. Well, he's going to at least make contact, but it's going to be a fly ball out to Ibanez, and a 1-2-3 inning for Blanton and the Phillies. So 2-0 lead. Polanco to the plate. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. So Ricky Weeks throws to first, and fielder sticks his glove out, and that'll be 1 out. J-roll, 0 for 1 so far. It's going to be it's a ground at third base. And this time McGee does come through and make the play for 2 outs. And now Ryan Howard, he strikes out. That'll be the second strikeout for Markham. And things are settling down here at Citizens Bank Park. A 1-2-3, 1-2-3 inning. And it'll be Cecil's son Prince to the plate. Top of the 4th. And that is going to be a... Let's see, does Blanton have any? He doesn't have any. That's a double. Leadoff double for fielder. Brings up Casey McGee. there's an 8, and McGee is 3. So that is going to be a single. And Fielder is a slow 6. Where is the single to? 8 is over second, so that's the center field, and Victorino's arm is 38, and Fielder is a 6, so that's 32 minus 45. So Fielder's going to have to hold up at third base with nobody out. So first and third with no outs, and it'll be Yuniesky Betancourt. I just have trouble saying Yuniesky Betancourt. I should have, before the game, said that about 50 times in a row. All right, so first and third, the infield is playing at double play depth. They'll concede a run to try and get 2 outs here. 36 is a 33. And it's going to be, let's see. We'll do the check. Ricky Weeks is an 8. No, he's a 6. 6 and 35 is going to be a pop out to the second baseman. That's a big out. Now Mark Kotze. Well, that's going to be a single, and that will score a run. Well, let's see. Kotze, a 6 split. Yep, that's going to be a single, and that will score Fielder. Two one, and McGay. So it's 8, so it's single to right, unless he's pull left, and Kotze is not. So there is an opportunity here to move. Let's see, McGay is a 6, though. Right fielder Francisco, 32 minus 6 is 26. I'm pretty sure that the single to right would be for the runner from first to third. So it's 62, and then what did we say, 26? So 42. Well, I don't even think there's going to be a throw here. So I'm going to try and keep Kotze at first. So first and third, still with 1 out. That brings up Jonathan LaCroix. 56. So that's 34. So that's a left. That's a fly ball to left. Wait, no, it isn't. Blanton is a Y, so that is a strikeout. 5th strikeout for Blanton. It's going to bring up Sean Markham, and he can see his way out of the inning here. Just got to get the 3rd out. 13. That's a walk. That's a bad time to walk somebody. Walk the pitcher, and it loads the bases. For Ricky Weeks, can he get Weeks out another time? Bases are loaded. This could go all sorts of wrong ways. Ricky Weeks at the plate. 42 is a 13. That's a strikeout, and that will end the inning. Gets out of a jam there. 1 run across, 2 hits, and they leave them loaded. 2-1. Phillies still on top. Blanton escapes a jam there. Woo-wee, that was that was living on the edge there for Blanton, but he got the job done. So it's going to be Ben Francisco leading off again. 43 is going to be 29. He's going to ground it straight back to Markham. And that'll be an out. One down. Raul Ibanez, 55, is 8. Ibanez is a 10. And that'll be a single. So Ibanez knocks it through the hole. Brings up Carlos Ruiz with... They'd love to get to that 2-run lead back here. Can they string together some hits? There's a 22. That's 7. Ruiz is 12. So that is going to be a single to right. Ruiz is he straight away? He is straight away, so no change. Single to right. Ibanez is not the fastest guy, but I think we need to send him here. Let's do the math and see what the chances are. So, okay, we need to roll a die to figure out which number we use. It's 4, so we're going to use the second number, which is 41. All right, so Ibanez is a 7, and right fielder is Kotze with a 33 arm. 33. So that's down to 26. Yeah, that's under 50%. We have to hold him. Going to hold the runner. First and second. One down. If Ibanez was a faster runner, we would think about it, but he's not, so we're not. All right, so, well, we did think about it, but we would maybe do it if he could get up there into the 20 to 25 range. All right, so Wilson Valdez, first and second, one out. 53, that's got a possible error. So let's randomize it. 61 is going to be 22. That is the catcher. Lucroy is a 7-rated catcher, and 65, that's going to be 3. Single to left, runner scores on a drop throw. Other runner to third. Assist to left fielder. So this is a single. So we're going to say this is E2. The error is on Lucroy. And Ruiz ends up at third base after that. So, all right, so that's a single and an error on the throw. Lucroy should have had it, but he dropped it. So Ibanez scores. Ruiz ends up at third. That's going to bring up Blanton. So 3-1, they get the run back. Another messy sequence there for the Brewers. What's that? Their third error of the game. All right, so Blanton at the plate. I don't even know how I would try. Well, with Ruiz, we aren't going to try a squeeze. So, Blanton, 51 is 36. Wild pitch. Markham is not a wild pitch 0, so it is a wild pitch that's going to score Ruiz. Gets all the way to the backstop. Everybody moves up, so now it's runner at third. 4-1. So bottom of the fourth, Blanton's still at the plate. It's only a wild pitch, so playing the infield in here. You want to try the sacrifice? Let's try to sacrifice with Blanton. 15 for Blanton is a 9. Split 14, there's no split number, so 9 is going to be a single, and he beats out the bunt. Run scores. That's an RBI for Blanton, and it's now 5-1. And the Brewers are going to have to start thinking about bullpen, as that's the 5th run allowed. One moment here, I'm going to... All right, well, they're getting Zach Braddock to warm up. So that would be for when Rollins comes up. They're hoping that they can get outs 2 and 3 before that comes to fruition. But the runner at first with 1 away, and it'll be Shane Victorino at the plate. And that's a 33. That's a 0, so we re-roll. And Victorino, 35, that's going to be a triple. That's going to score Blanton. And I don't think we can hold on any longer. 6th run across. And they're going to make a pitching change. So we'll be right back. Okay, so it's going to be Braddock who will relieve Markham. Didn't get very far today, did Sean Markham. And so comes into a tough spot here with Victorino at third base and only 1 out with Polanco at the plate. Now, he is rated 2, but he'll be rated 7 here for the first batter as he's coming in to the game in the middle of the inning. So 61 is 24, and that. So they're playing the infield in, obviously. 24. It's the shortstop, so we checked Betancourt, who is an 8. 8 and 43. It's going to be a 2. So safe at first on fielder's choice. Runner out at home. Wait, did I pick the wrong chart? Okay. Out at home. That's 6-2 put out. Fielder's choice. Okay, so it's a run. You know what? It's a rundown. Getting Victorino at home. So that's how the runner gets there. So it's 6-2, 5-2. Really convoluted there, but anyway, so runner at second. Now with 2 outs. That's going to bring up Jimmy Rollins. So Polanco to second, and that's a strikeout to end the inning. So the defense comes through. With that runner at third, he does not score, but they do get 4 runs in the inning. It's 6-1. Philadelphia on top. Bring 8 to the plate. And that gives Blanton some breathing room. So let's see if he can get through 5 here. Be in line to get his 2nd win of the season. Still a lot of time here. Carlos Gomez, 61, is a strikeout. 2nd strikeout of his evening, and 7th for Blanton. It's going to bring up Ryan Braun, 0 for 2, and that's going to be a grounder to I should have these things memorized by now. Grounder Blanton's a Y, so grounder third base. Polanco throws to first, and they get him in time, and now it's Prince Fielder who started off the 4th inning where they got that run with a double. It's a 34. It's a fly ball into center, and Victorino comes in a little bit and makes the grab, and that's a 1-2-3 inning, so a good follow-up there for Blanton after the offense stakes him to a 6-1 lead. Always good to shut down your adversaries. So Braddock, let me see. I think we're going to let him pitch another inning here. Howard, well, you know what, we'll get up the righty Green. He's warming, and he's going to come in. Sean Green is going to come in. Not the Sean Green, the outfielder, the pitcher. So, but it's going to be against Howard, the lefty. It's going to be Braddock, 52. That's going to be, is he an X? He is an X. That's a strikeout. So he strikes out Howard. They'll let him go through Ibanez. If anybody gets on after that, they'll bring in Green. So Ben Francisco. That's a possible error check here. So 22, we go to the error check thing, and 42 is, so 19 checks the third baseman, who is McGay. 24 is going to be in the mid-range. It's going to be another error. That's 3 errors. E5 is a tough night on McGay. And now Raul Ibanez, runner at first. That one is hit deep, and it is out of here. That is gone. Let me just double check here. Yeah, that is gone. 2-run homer. That's going to chase Braddock. That makes it 8-1. Offensive outburst here. And we're going to make the pitching change to Sean Green. Okay, so Sean Green will be coming in here to face Ruiz. Base is clear. It is 8-1 Phillies. And is he a hit by pitcher 0? Green is a... Where are you, Green? He is a hit batter 0. Okay, so it's a ball. So we're gonna re-roll. So he's not hit. Just missed him. 26. That's a grounder to the first baseman. Fielder. He takes it to the bag himself, and now Wilson Valdez strikes out. And that'll be it for the 5th, but they get 2 more runs on the homer by Raul Ibanez. I believe that's his 2nd on the year, but I could be wrong. We'll be right back. So it turns out that's actually Ibanez's 3rd home run on the season. He's tied with Ryan Howard for the team lead. So Blanton out for another inning. Casey McGee, 26. That's a ground ball to Howard, and no problems there. Excuse me. Uniski Betancourt, 60. That's a fly ball into center. Victorino hails it down, and now that's going to be a walk for Kotze. He's been on base twice. That brings up Jonathan Lucroy. Struck out in a big moment in the 4th inning. Could have added a couple of extra runs there to make it closer when the game was still pretty close. And Lucroy, that's a strikeout. He's got 2 of them on the night. That's the 8th for Blanton, and it's they're out of the inning. So Blanton see, how are we going to do this with the pitching? We will stick with Green for the time being. And we're going to do what some of the old diehards would frown upon. We're going to pinch hit here for Blanton. 6 strong innings from him. We're going to go ahead and match up Pete Orr. We got a pinch hit in last night's game. All right, so Pete Orr to lead off here. 8-1. Not a pinch hit this time. He strikes out. Brings up Shane Victorino. That is a big one. That one is a long one. And that one is out of here. Home run, Shane Victorino. 9-1. And now Placido Polanco. That's a fly ball into right field for Kotze. 2 outs, and Jimmy Rollins is going to get on base. Rollins is, split at 2. And now the Brewers are going to think about some more. Get Brandon Kinsler warming up. Brings up Ryan Howard with Rollins at first. He's going nowhere with this big of a lead. 9-1. 14. That is a fly ball to left. Caught by Braun, and that will be the end of the inning. No runs on 1 run on 2 hits, excuse me. Tack on to their lead. As we're headed to the 7th, and we're going to have a new pitcher for the Phillies. It's going to be Kyle Kendrick. Okay, so pitching change for the Phillies. They're going to bring in Kyle Kendrick, long reliever. He'll start games later in the season, but for now he is a long reliever. And to pinch hit for Sean Green, they're going to keep Kinsler warming up, but it's going to be Nyjer Morgan, who we saw had a pretty good average so far. So lefty versus righty to start the 7th inning. 2 is a 26. It's grounded to second base, and Wilson Valdez with the short throw to first for the out. Ricky Weeks. And that is going to be a double. So he gets a hit here. Brings up Carlos Gomez. Runner in scoring position. 1 away. And the pitch. That's a 31. So it's a 14 and a start. My recollection is that in the basic game, that's a steal and a walk and an automatic steal. Here, we're just going to give him the walk. Well, Kendrick is a Z, but with a runner at second base, that does not cancel out. So first and second, 1 out. So chance here for the Brewers to start clawing back, and it's the heart of their lineup. Ryan Braun coming to the plate. 23 is a 27, so we'll look and see what the result of this is going to be. Third base, Placido Polanco, a 5 rated third baseman. And 31, that'll be a 1. That's a double play. So it's going to be a 5 to 4 to 3. Oh, wait, no. Be a 5-3 put out. Double play. DP 5-3, and Gomez ends up at second. So he runs over, tags third base, hauls it across the diamond to first, and now 2 away for Prince Fielder. Actually, it's not 2 away. That's the end of the inning. My bad. That's the end of the inning. There's 1 out with this double play, so that takes care of it. So a big double play for Kendrick there. Ends the inning, so 7th inning stretch. That's a nice one to stumble upon, huh? All right, so it's going to be Kinsler coming into the game now for the Brewers with a 9-1 deficit. Okay, so it's going to be Kinsler on the pitch, and it'll be Ben Francisco to the plate. And it's a fly ball to center field. Gomez back towards the wall, but doesn't have to reach the track, and he makes the catch. Ibanez, that's going to be a walk. Good night for him, 2 for 3 with a walk as well. Home run, couple runs scored. Carlos Ruiz. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. And coming on to make the catch is Kotze. And now it'll be Wilson Valdez with 2 outs. And that's going to be a ground ball to second baseman, and that will be the end of the inning. 4-3 is how we'll score that. No runs, no hits with 1 left. And we're going to go to the 8th. And Kendrick is going to go ahead and continue here. Being a long reliever, we could even try to get him a 3-out save, but or a 9-out save, but I think we may not do that. So Fielder, he strikes out. First one for Kendrick. Now Casey McGee. That is a possible error, so we're going to check the randomization. 33 is going to be 18. Shortstop, and I think that's automatic error on Rollins, another one. We'll roll the dice anyway just for it, but that's an E6. Okay, so Betancourt with a runner at first and 1 out. 56 is 30. It's going to be a fly ball to left. That's 2 outs. Mark Kotze. That'll be a, let's see, runner at first, and Kendrick is a Z, so that's 2 balls. So we re-roll. 15 is going to be an 8, and that will be, let's see, Kotze. Split of 13 on an 8. That is going to be an out. That'll be a grounder to third base. Polanco makes the play and out of the inning. So Kendrick leaves 1 stranded on the error. He's given up 1 hit across the 2 innings he pitched. 3 base runners and got away with all of them. So bottom of the 8th. And we will be pinch hitting for Kendrick here. And see. We're going to have Ryan Madsen pick up an inning here. He hasn't pitched a whole lot in the season so far. And let's see, Kinsler is going to be out of the game. So I'm going to go to Sergio Mitre. Maybe it's Mitre. To relieve Kinsler. He is a 4 rated reliever. He's got the R designation. So Mitre, pitcher in the 8th. He is a 1 defense guy. And Kinsler, 1 walk, no Ks, and 0s otherwise. Okay. And we do have a pinch hitter here for Kendrick. It's going to be, so it's Mitre's the right-hander. We'll have Ross Glode get a pinch hit opportunity. Okay, so it's going to be Madsen to pitch the top of the 9th just to get some work in. Base is empty. Ross Glode with a 26. It's going to be a grounder down to fielder. So he makes the first out of the inning. Shane Victorino, he went yard last time up. This is a rare play opportunity. 66 on the randomizations, 36. Base is empty. 36 and 36. 28's a ball. So then there's another chart here that I use, and I forgot to bring it up, so I'll bring it up here just for a second. Okay, so to do this, I need to do a rare play check. A rare play level 2. Now let's see what we roll. It's 36, so there's no action. We just go back. Well, you know what? I needed to roll this first. It's a 1. So either way, if it's 5 or 6 off of this chart, then there's potentially some more stuff to go on, but there isn't. So bases are empty. We're going to get back here to Victorino at the bat. Basically a ball. 61 is 27, which is going to be a ground at third base, and McGee throws it to fielder for the out. Polanco, and that's going to be a grounder to shortstop, and Betancourt, 1-2-3 inning there for Mitre. Phillies, let me get this. There's 5 hits here in this inning, right? Yeah, 5 hits and 4 runs. Forgot to mark that down. So we're at the top of the 9th. Going to be Ryan Madsen. Not a save opportunity, just he hasn't worked much. He's 15 rated out of the pen. So Kendrick went 2 innings, pretty competent pitching there. He did give up a walk, no runs, a strikeout, a walk. And okay, so let's finish this game off here in stride, Madsen. Let's not be foolish. And, okay, I forgot to switch this over. Not that it mattered. Now I need to switch this over to Madsen, and here we go with Jonathan LaCroix. And that's a good start for Brew Crew. That's going to be a single. Can't say it's over. They're going to have to. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter. It's going to be Kataris, who's playing really well right now. They have three. They're carrying 3 catchers, so for him to come in here isn't a big deal. Okay, so George Kataris. That's going to be a strikeout. 1 away. Ricky Weeks. Could pinch run for LaCroix in theory, but it's not. 46 is going to be a strikeout. And now, last chance. We're going to let LaCroix get the second on a defensive indifference, and Carlos Gomez. 46, that's a strikeout. He strikes out the side, and that will be your ball game. Final score is 9-1. Phillies rock the Brewers here at Citizens Bank Park to the delight of the hometown fans. Joe Blanton is going to get his second victory of the season. The loss will go to Sean Markham. Going to be 1-1. And no saves on this guy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits by my count for Milwaukee. And what do we got? 1, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the Phillies. So that's it. Come back for a little more talk here in just a second. Phillies win this one and move back to almost 500, 7-8 in this early part of the 2011 as played replay. All right, so that's a final from the south side of Philly. The Phillies win 9-1. Take a look at the box score. 9 runs for the Phillies on 9 hits, 2 errors committed. And for the Brewers, 1 run on 6 hits with 4 errors. For the Brewers, the star Prince Fielder 2 for 4. Didn't drive in any runs.
Peanuts, get your peanuts here.
But Kotze got the only run batted in for the Phillies. A number of guys look good here, including Raul Ibanez with a 2 for 3 night with a homer. You have Wilson Valdez 2 for 4 and 2 for 5 for Victorino with a home run. Your winner, Joe Blanton, 6 innings pitched, 4 hit ball, 1 earned run given up, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a 100-pitch outing. Gets his ERA down below 5, whereas Sean Markham gets his first loss of the season, only goes 3 1/3, and gives up 6 runs, 4 of them earned on 6 hits. He struck out 2, walked 2. So that would be it for that. Left on base, 10 for the Brewers. Only 5 left on base for the Phillies. That's good. 3 errors on Casey McGay. Not great. Rollins 2 errors as well. So that'll be that. I will probably record games like this for a while here. Just when the mood strikes, I enjoy this project so far. It's going to be tough to match 101 wins or whatever the Phillies were on here, but we're going to try. We'll see what goes on. You got around the rotation again. Now we're getting back to Doc Holliday and Cliff Lee, and so if these bats can continue to perform, maybe we have a chance to see a little bit of a streak go here. Maybe get about 500 and start push it on towards better. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoy
Peanuts, get your peanuts here.
like these broadcasts, and if you would like to see more just like this. And if that's the case, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you around. Anyway, hope you all have a great whatever time you're watching this. If it's evening, a nice evening, good day the next day, whatever it is. Hang in there, keep rolling your dice, and just have fun with this. See you soon. Here on Tenacious Sports.